Welcome to another RSR. Tonight we are reviewing Real Salt Lake 1, CS Herediano 2, 1-2 on aggregate. CS Herediano wins in the 2025 CONCACAF Champions Cup Round 1, Leg 2. Herediano advances. They had the away goal lead after the 70th minute. They thought they had it earlier. Foul in the build-up takes the goal away. Aguilar pounces on a giveaway, scores the goal, gets it back for him, ties it up, and then they have a penalty at the end of the game. Last kick of the game, pretty much. And they take the lead and actually win in Salt Lake, Utah. Salt Lake City, Utah. They actually win the game while winning on aggregate without the away goals. I mean, they had the away goal, but then But without having it be a away goal advancing tie, they win. And Herediano moves on to face LA Galaxy in the round of 16. They'll host the first leg and then, of course, go to LA in the second leg, as you would normally. But the teams who had the first round byes will have first legs on the road, second legs at home. So Cavalier and Alajuelense will play their second legs at home. Look a little bit weird. I have to say, if you weren't expecting it. But Real Salt Lake, 1. CS Herediano, 2. 1-2 global en la Concachampions de la CONCACAF. Primera ronda, partido vuelta. Herediano ganaron. Salt Lake avanzar. Octavos de final contra LA Galaxy. Herediano. Goals de visitar. Penal. Ganaron esta noche y global. Goals were scored as follows. In the 27th minute, Forster Ajago scores for Salt Lake, gives them the goal that they thought they needed. Runs across the goal, gets the ball to him, taps it in. Beautiful goal for Ajago. 1-0 on the night and on aggregate. 1-0 esta noche y global. The goal they expected to get, they were really on fire. They started out like a house of fire, Salt Lake, over the first 30 minutes. They get the goal, then they let Herediano grow into the match. And in the end, it bit them in the ass. But Salt Lake started like a house of fire. It's not like they were horrible all night. They started out like a house of fire because they knew they needed a goal. And they got it. And halftime, it was 1-0 on aggregate and on the night. 1-0 esta noche y global medio tiempo. Salt Lake were the better team in the first half. They were a house of fire. They had the ball. They had many chances to score. They only scored one goal. And maybe that should have been the sign that they were happy with a goal. They pulled back. Herediano grew into the match, and they just kept growing into the match as it went. The second half was mostly Herediano, especially until they scored. And then they started parking the bus. They looked a little bit shaky there. They looked like they were playing a little bit idiotically, but luckily for them, Real Salt Lake couldn't pass across an 18-lane superhighway. They couldn't pass a damn thing. They couldn't pass gas if they wanted to. That's how bad they were at passing the ball tonight. So, do with that what you will. 70th minute, goal. The actual goal was scored the 70th minute, but, we'll talk about the goal that was annulled. Emerson Bravo, 58th minute, runs across goal, takes a shot under the legs of defender, and Cabral into the net. 1-0, or 1-1, I should say, but they get the away goal. But there's a foul at the start of the play that leads to them making the break, which means the goal goes to VAR. It is annulled. It's back to 1-0. But Elias Aguilar scores. Herediano pounces on a giveaway. They let the ball roll. Herediano pressing like rabid dogs. And they make a little bit of a passing exercise. It gets to Aguilar after the third pass. He runs in, slots it home. Beautiful goal. 70th minute, 1-1. 1-1 esta noche y global. Goals de visitar para Herediano. and they have the lead with the away goal tiebreaker after that goal. They actually do. They can't take this one away. Aguilar gets the leading goal. Then, 90 plus 8. Yes, Herediano survived a onslaught of crosses and free kicks and corners from Real Salt Lake. Even a 10-bell save from Carvajal off of one of the corners and a header led to them still having the away goal lead. Vega breaks down the wing. Nobody's in front of him. The keeper takes him out, doesn't touch the ball. Penalties given. Dead on. Has to be. 90 plus 8. Randy Vega takes his penalty. And Panenka into the net. Makes it 1-2 on the night and on aggregate. 1-2 esta noche y global. The last kick of the game, but they did kick off. And Herediano ends up winning the match 1-2 full time and on aggregate. 1-2 esta noche y global. Herediano ganaron contra Salt Lake, avanzar octavos de final. Damn good. Stats are as follows. 18 shots to 6. 5 shots on goal to 3. 56% possession to 44% possession. 412 pass to 298. 82% pass accuracy to 87% pass accuracy. 16 fouls to 14. 0 offside to 0. 2 yellow cards 2. 0 red cards 0. 10 corners to 2. Salt Lake. This is why you don't train a cup team and a league team, especially when you don't even have a hold on the tie. You had no hold on this tie. You had no advantage. And you work out a cup team. And you rotate. Diego Luna started on the weekend when RSL got belt to ass by San Jose, which that slightly embarrassing, but RSL was supposed to be worse this year, and San Jose was supposed to be better this year. 4-0's a bit embarrassing, but it was at San Jose, and they were supposed to be better this year while you were supposed to be worse. Slightly embarrassing, though. Drawn to Herediano in Costa Rica. That's probably the least embarrassing, but it was 0-0. Not even getting an away goal. But it's in Costa Rica. I can understand that. That's probably the least embarrassing. Then you proceed to lose at home to Herediano while having the lead. You choked. 2 goals unanswered. And you could say, but what about the missed penalty call in the first half when our guy got body checked in the box? Yes, the referee was wrong. Yes, that's a hat flick. Yes, pick a thing. If the elbow to the back is a foul that annuls the goal, the body check's a foul that should have been a penalty. But guess what? Even if everything was the same and you got the penalty, guess what? You still lose on away goals. Now, who's to say if you're up 2-0, does Herediano have the same veracity to come back into this game? Probably not. That is true. But even then, let's just say if the referee was right, but everything else stayed the same and you scored the penalty. But the referee made the right call on the body check. But it was still 2-2. You'd still get eliminated. You choked. So let's not even talk about that. Yes, your guy got body checked in the middle of the box. Yes, that's a penalty. Yes, I'm surprised that didn't go to VAR. Do I kind of feel like the elbow to the back annul the first goal of Herediano was a give back call because they missed the penalty? I kind of think so. Even though they weren't wrong, I kind of think so. CONCACAF would have never called that if the penalty wasn't missed. I really believe that. And I'm not saying that to say RSL didn't deserve to get that call right. It was the right call on the first away goal. They got annulled. It was the right call. But I feel like it was kind of a give-back call. If the penalty was given, that goal might have stood, whether you missed it or not. So, do with that what you will. But in my opinion, RSL were too comfortable with one goal. And they rotated. This is the same exact way they lost to New Mexico, the Open Cup last year. They thought they could handle New Mexico with a rotated side. They couldn't. Same with Herediano. This time, they were at home. I think they were on the road for the New Mexico game, but maybe I'm getting that mixed up with something else. Later down the line, because I know New Mexico made a pretty damn good run in Open Cup last year. Maybe I'm getting confused down the line. But with that being said, losing to Herediano at home is actually worse. I don't care how bad you're supposed to be this year. A competent MLS team should beat Herediano, especially after being up 1. You are not competent. You're not just bad, you're incompetent. This is why you don't sell your best player to a team who will end up on opening day belt-assing you 4-0. And then sitting your other best player because he has a broken nose. Oh, but wait, you started him in that game. He was wearing a protective mask. He could play. Diego Luna's a tough dude. He could play. I'm sure he wasn't happy about being sat when it was all to play for. Mastroeni shot them in the foot. And then the players went and choked. Now, was he that good coming off the bench? No, he wasn't. He didn't pass well. It looked like a total joke. But then again, you mess with somebody's role when they should be playing. Wow. I'm not surprised. Certainly. Salt Lake has made a lot of mistakes during the offseason that ended up coming home to roost over the past couple of games. And you got what you deserved. I told y'all you were going to lose to Herediano. I said that point blank, period. This was going to be an upset. And y'all let it be an upset. It wasn't even like Herediano were better. Yes, they grew into the game. They weren't better. They got a very good goal. They caused a mistake, got a goal against the run of play, pressing their asses off, and then ran down the pitch, and your goalkeeper gave away a penalty, and he pananked him because he has brass balls. And he had nothing to lose because it was probably going to be the last kick of the game anyway. It doesn't really matter. But brass balls anyway. Wow. Wow. You couldn't pass on an 18-lane superhighway. You got what you deserved. Not just because of the tie, but throughout the offseason, you got what you deserved. You got what you deserved. You deserve to be out. Get out! Because I can't use the meme sound, but that was close enough. Off with your head. Get out! Better. Man of the match for me, I'm going to say both Aguilar and Carvajal, because Aguilar got the leading goal in the end, and then Carvajal made the 10-bell save to make sure they could get to a point where they ended up getting the penalty, and then they scored the penalty, and the away goal didn't matter in the end. So there's your man of the match duo, because that's what they deserve. Leading goal, 10-bell save to save your ass, and then the penalty happens. I guess you could give 3 stars, but I won't. I won't. Do you give it to RSL's keeper or the penalty score? The penalty really didn't matter. It was just good they got it, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so do with that what you will. But, yeah, RSL, get out. Get out. Get out. Clowns of the week. RSL are the clowns of the week. Clowns, clowns, clowns of the week, of the week. This team here are the clowns of the week. Get out! Bye. With that being said, congratulations. Felicidades Herediano. Hopefully you keep fighting against LA Galaxy. You won't win, but we'll see. With that being said, commiserations RSL. Get out. With that being said, If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow for a live watch along and review of Vancouver Whitecaps FC versus Saprissa. Saprissa does have the lead, but there's an away goal for Vancouver. Same situation as Colorado LAFC, math-wise. We'll see how that goes, but we'll be live for that one. That's the only game in town. 9 p.m. Central. 8:55. But we'll be live for it. I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See how this round ends.